Barry, is it time to change the rule, which means that you can't appeal? You can't go to VAR for a yellow card.
Yeah, I mean, certainly with that decision, and as Grant pointed out, I've seen a few last year, but I think this is a real grey area in football, and I think they need to change that ruling, because everybody watched it, everybody's in agreement that it was an absolute shocker of a decision. He's not even, as he's jumped, his arm's actually by his side.
But you know yourself, Barry, we were always told when we played in Europe, so I'm going to the early 80s now, the one thing the manager used to say to you, make sure you don't lift your foot off the ground, make sure you get with your knee, things we'd lift our foot for back here and win the ball and nick the ball or whatever. They referee it differently, and that's always a worry for, I think, British teams and European football, because our game is more competitive, there is more challenges, there's more body contact. But that was disgusting last night, to be perfectly honest with you. But they have to be contact in football, because you have to win the ball back, and he's just jumped up to win a header, and your arm's going to come out at some stage, whether it hits the boy in the face or whatever. But it was a terrible decision. But we were always told, even all 8 years ago, Paul, that you have to be careful, because the referees the games differently in European competition.
You've got to remember, it's a contact sport.
Is it anymore?
Well, that's my worry. That is my genuine worry. That I think you need to have a bit of aggression. But going on that decision last night, there was no aggression whatsoever.
Well, what's your first thing the supporters say? They didn't show any fight, they didn't show any guts, they didn't. But you can't show that now.
Jimmy's been on, should the manager have taken him off, or is that with hindsight now?
Listen, I've played in plenty of games when I've been booked in the first half early doors. I'm sure Granty's the same. Well, he get booked a lot more than me, that's for sure.
First minute never mind the first half.
I think it's easy to say, listen, the manager should have brought him off or whatever. I think that's just an easy way out. Listen, I didn't see it as an issue with him continuing, and obviously into the second half with the decision, it was never a second booking anyway.
There was nothing in it.
No, it wasn't even a free kick.
I mean, there was nothing.
It wasn't even a free kick.
Yeah, of course not.
That tells you enough. It's not a free kick, never mind a booking.